So you want to get to the Crimson Isles to join your favorite faction, do some lava fishing, and the dojo. So maybe not the last one, but I'm gonna show you how I got from a brand new profile to Crimson Isles, while telling you the best tips and tricks. I'll be actually starting off with 15 million coins, which if you're not here yet, I have a video about it that I'll put at the end. Which you want to buy with the Aurora stuff, the aspect of the end and some basic armor. And if you can, buying a booster cookie is really helpful because it gives you more combat wisdom and magic find. Now let's actually begin. At the start I recommend you get every deep caverns mob to level 6, just like the lapis zombie, except for the sneaky creeper, which you can try to get some kills, but it's not very consistent. And if you have the money, it is best that you buy the wolf pet as fast as you can, which I'm gonna do now. Don't forget to put the combat XP boost on it. And the more you level up the wolf pet, the more XP it will give you. Okay, so when you're done, I didn't do the miner skeleton to level 6 because there are more miner zombie, so you can stop when you get to miner zombie 6. And I did one sneaky creeper just so it would be 6 out of 6. I had to do it. And the big tip if you're tight on money, you can sell the lapis armor pieces, you see, for a lot of money. I don't know why, I don't know how, but they go for a lot of money. After finishing with the deep caverns, you see the things are already getting sold. You can start doing some bestiary in the dwarven mines. It won't take very long until you get to Ice Walker 7, which you also get quite a bit of money from, so it's not bad. And now we can move on to the goblins. Very important, if you see a goblin raid, participate, please, it gives you a lot of bestiary. So from one event, I got 8 bestiary levels. This is very good for you. While you're doing your commissions, if you see the star mobs, try to kill a couple of them for the bestiary, because sometimes they don't show up, sometimes they do, so when they do show up, use it. And as you see, I already got 3 levels just from one crystal. Don't forget to kill the treasure hoarders, which are about here, and you should get them to about tier 8. Yeah, tier 8. And after getting to Goblin 7, it's time for us to continue. And the next place is to come here to the farming islands and killing all the animals. Now, the maximum is tier 5, which I recommend you get because it's only 200 kills. Also, later we'll do the mushroom cow, the rabbit and the sheep. When you max those out, you now can come to the desert settlement. And here you have sheep and rabbit, and down there in the cave you have the mushroom cow. And you also need to get them to level 5. Now you should be about combat 16 and it's time to start the end quest. Now you should continue killing the enderman until you get all the armor pieces of the ender armor. And do the quest by talking to the lone adventurer. So after getting the full armor and one equipment piece, it's time to buy the sword. Thank you. Which means the only thing left to get is the last 3 equipments. The first you get by mining the shiny blocks, which I recommend doing with Pico Nimbus if you have one. They also give us quite a bit of money and endermite bestiary, cause you see nest endermite, this counts as endermite. Once you get the ender gauntlet, you should buy some talismans, which you should get by going to the auction house, clicking on accessories and sorting by lowest price. And here you need to buy the lowest ones, which you can actually use. So this one you can't, so buy the gravity talisman, maybe magnetic, spider, the fish affinity is good. There are a bunch. And once you do that, you need to come here to the dragon's nest and kill the obsidian defenders and the watchers for the 2 last equipments. You should be able now to one-shot the zealot, but if not, just put fire aspect. And then after you punch, you see I don't do 13,000, but because of the fire aspect, they die in one shot, so it's fine. After you get to about zealot 11, which you'll get more, watcher 12 and obsidian defender 12, you should be about combat 18. Now that you are combat 18, you can use that to buy strong armor. After getting a full strong dragon armor, and you can get the aspect of the dragons, you can get to Endermite 12 by farming the shiny blocks. And it's time to start doing some slayers, not because of the slayers themselves, just because you need to kill the wolves, the crypt ghouls and the other stuff anyway, so you might as well do the slayers. As always, you should get to the Maddox bath phone first, so you don't have to come to Maddox each time. Now, might be very obvious, but if you see someone spawning arcane, just join the fight. It gives you quite a bit of bestiary. So after you do a bit of slayers, you now should be very close to combat 20 and about milestone 30, which means that if I collect it, nice, combat 20. Now the only thing that is actually valuable in combat 20 is you can put bloody on your talismans, which is better especially if you have 100% crit chance, which I don't have, but I think it's still an improvement. Now, when you run out of the god potion, what you can do is buy a witch mask and just be AFK here in the park to get some bestiary of sea creatures. Now, you should have Heart of the Mountain tier 3 already, but if not, you get it in 3 days from the daily commissions. And what you want to do is just jump in, get to the nucleus, and once you get here, go to each of the 4 places and the magma field and kill the mobs that spawn in that specific place. If you happen to find the fairy grotto, this is actually very good because then you can kill the butterflies and get additional bestiary. So when you fight Ball, you can actually kill the blazes that he spawns. See, there are blazes that I killed and they actually give bestiary, so kill them if you can. If you didn't know, which you probably did, this structure here spawns the key guardian, and here you can kill him and he gives you bestiary. And while you wait for him to spawn, you can actually just come to the crystals and you can also get some feasts on the way, and you can also get some sludges. So when you get to about bestiary milestone 35, it's now time to start doing some dungeons, which I recommend starting with like strong and aspect of the dragons. Pay attention that it's not dungeonized, because then you cannot use it. So let's try doing the entrance. Don't forget to kill the spiders that come out on specific rooms when you enter some place. And I would also recommend try to kill as many of the undead as you can, because they also give a lot of bestiary. Try to fight them one at a time. As you see, they kind of kill me when they're a couple, but if it's one, then it's fine. Now, after you kill the blazes while killing Ball, you actually unlock the Gunpowder 1 collection, which allows you to craft a creeper minion, which will be very helpful because that is the only way to get the creeper bestiary. Put the minion down, and every time you farm bestiary on your island, just wait for creepers to spawn and just kill them. And I got to about creeper 4 with that. I got to about creeper 4. You can continue with the dungeons now. Bye bye. So personally, I like to just queue up a party, and then when the first person comes in, I enter, and hopefully, yeah, it will enter just us. So if we're only 2, then I can kill all the mobs. Hopefully it will exit. If not, it's also fine. After you've done a couple of floor 1s, I recommend you become a mage with wise and dark goggles and frozen scythe. And now you can start floor 2. Milestone 50, which means 5 more milestones until bestiary 55, which gives me enough XP for combat 22, which unlocks the Crimson Isles. Now, when you get to Catacombs 9, I recommend you try to do floor 3, which you can't actually do, but you just need to hope that someone will just carry you, and you just do the puzzles and like trap them. Here we go, let's hope they'll carry me. Nice, and once you complete it, it's now time for an armor upgrade. Sorry, it didn't record this part. You should get adaptive, and for the helmet you need the dark goggles. Okay, one more milestone and I get to combat 22. Which reminds me that don't forget to kill the bats that like are the secrets, because they also give bestiary apparently. I just need to click here and Combat 22, access to Crimson Isles. Bye!